All right, all right, all right. Here we are, first ever episode of Behind the Red Door. And I am Penney Aiken.
I'm Jen Petersen.
Yeah, and we are, I guess, the dynamic duo of the Red Door Realty Group.
I love that.
Yeah. And so I guess our first episode, we just kind of want to keep it real, which is what we do. And kind of go into who the heck are we? Why are we sitting here today? And I'm going to talk some real estate.
Yeah.
Going to have some fun.
Sounds good.
And so Red Door Realty, Red Door Realty Group. We service all of Livingston and surrounding counties. We're a team of 7. All of us are licensed. And Jen, let's start. Tell me about yourself. Why the heck are you in real estate?
I gotta start by taking my glasses off. Can't see you.
I can't see.
I was in a completely different career for many years. Mm-hmm. And prior to real estate, I was living overseas in Amsterdam for the company that I worked for.
That's
and
so cool.
It was super cool. It was life-changing. I will go back someday. Right. For sure, with my kids, and my kids were part of the reason for the change. So I had come back from Amsterdam and had my daughter, and I think, like a lot of people think, real estate, getting into real estate, I'm going to have this great flexibility. And at the time when I was still working for the company in Europe, I was working European hours, right, which was near impossible having a newborn. And it just wasn't going to continue to be a good fit for me. And I was just frankly kind of burnt out of my industry. So we were in the process of doing a move ourselves, and we had some rental properties. And so I was had dipped my feet into real estate, and it just seemed like a good transition. And of course, later to find out that it's not as flexible as you think that it is, and everybody thinks it's, quick, easy money. And there's a lot that goes into what a good real estate agent, what their day looks like. So it was a little bit different than what I anticipated, but that was the reason why. It was because I became a mom, and I was looking for some flexibility in my career, and I didn't want to wake up and work European hours at 3:00 in the morning anymore. Right. So,
how long have you endured the real estate industry? How long have you been doing it?
I like that. I'm licensed since 2012, and I had actually kept my license in holding initially. Okay. And so since 2015, full time.
Awesome. Yeah. That's hella good, considering that the average lifespan of a real estate agent is not that long. So. And we already talked about what you did prior to. So awesome.
I would like to know kind of the same thing, a little bit about you and how you came to real estate, and how you came to the Red Door, and how you became the other part of the dynamic duo that we are.
So stinking serendipitous. I got into real estate in 2015. I took a position at a commercial real estate company in Lansing, and I was with them for a while. Thankfully, I don't even say unfortunately, thankfully I went through a divorce. We're still super cool with each other. But, and the agent that sold my home asked me to lunch, and he's like, "Hey, how's it going? I want to take you to lunch." I'm like, "Oh, that's great follow-up. That's great, customer service." No, he's like, I want you to come work for me. He's like, "I'm going to poach you." I guess I was a little over the top during my transaction. I coordinated my own transaction as a buyer or a seller, without knowing it. So anyway, long story short, I got into residential. I was licensed. I started in April of 16, but got licensed in August, and never looked back. I had the awesome opportunity to relocate from the Lansing area. The last 5.5 years I spent in Lansing selling real estate, Greater Lansing. And I was on a team. I was by myself. I kind of did everything. And but end of last year, we decided we were going to relocate to Livingston County. Mm-hmm. And I was just surfing Indeed one night, and this awesome job posting pops up, and I'm reading. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is my dream job. And it was for the director of operations at Red Door Realty Group with Keller Williams Living here in Livingston County. So submitted my stuff, and like 10 minutes later, you emailed me back because it was late at night. And that's when we do our.
I do my
that's
best
where
work.
we do our best
I do
work.
my best work
Yep.
late at night.
Absolutely, I'm the same way. So yeah, I mean, we interviewed and did the process, and I have never been more happy. I love what we do.
The process that she's speaking about is one of the things that our Keller Williams, a tool that we have at Keller Williams, it's called a KPA, and it's just a personality assessment, but it's a really deep dive into what would be similar to like a disc profile.
Right.
And so when we have somebody that's looking to come on for a position, we will generally KPA them and see if they're a match for the position. And you were super ridiculous, high fit for the position. So that was exciting. And
I think it was funny though that we both had kind of the same feeling about this personality assessment. I'm going into it like, oh, I've done 100 of these, no big deal. And then I got halfway through it. I'm like, wow, this is intense. This is really intense. And I told you when I met with you, I think it was a couple days later, I'm like, I have no idea what the results of this are going to be. And then it's really cool because you go through and you verify your answers. Yep. So in case one's just totally wrong, you can, and it was scary.
Spot on.
Scary,
I mean,
accurate.
You said yours was, mine was. I think a lot of people feel the same way. It's an awesome tool that we have in our arsenal of tools, if you will, that we get working with KW Brokerage, which is pretty fantastic.
Absolutely. And then, so the director of operations, I mean, we're a new real estate team. Been just over a year actually that you created Red Door. So director of operations, as we see it and how we have executed, is just kind of the behind the scenes integrator that kind of takes all the ideas and makes them reality. I coordinate all of our transactions. So when you're under contract, you get me to help you, and I help all of our teammates. So
I like what you said about taking the vision and what did you say? Bringing it to execute. Say bring it to fruition.
Yeah.
So part of that whole dynamic duo, and I'm going to keep going back to this because the first time you've said it, but I love totally that because we're really influenced by a book that through our coaching that we read, and Rocket Fuel was the book. Yep. And it talks about the visionary and the integrator. And I am certainly the visionary where I have all these grand ideas, and part of Penny's role is to take the good ideas and
they're all good ideas.
Run with them and then squash me down on some of the ones. No, but it's a really great check and balance, the relationship that we have for sure. And
it is. And I like our back and forth because it's not always like, this is my idea, what do you think? Sometimes it's more of like, well, what if we did this instead? Or well, how would this translate? So it's very much a partnership, more so than I've ever really experienced in anything else. So I think we're just kind of awesome. No offense.
I think we're awesome too.
Yeah. So kind of getting back to Jen a little bit, this is one of my favorite stories. So I'm just going to like ask the question and let you roll. What inspired you to create a team? But then where did Red Door come from?
It's kind of a funny story. So I was brainstorming ideas. I think you will find in the real estate industry in general, teams tend to be a team leader focused. So the Smith real estate team or the Brown team, and I wanted to create a team and a brand around the team that was not so much a team lead focus. So I didn't want to be the name of our team leader. I wanted to be ABC or XYZ. It had to be something that everybody on the team can feel that it's their brand too. And so that was where I started, and doing a lot of brainstorming and coming up with just really bad ideas. I happened to be sitting with my daughter. I had a bottle of wine on the table. It was a bottle of wine that I had purchased through some sort of a wine party that a friend had. So I had all these random bottles that I didn't even realize I had, and I pulled it out and I had it sitting on the table, and it had this really cool label with a red door. And I'm looking at it, and my daughter's sitting there, and I said, wow, what do you think? Red Door Realty Group. And, my daughter's 12, but she was like, super cool, Mom. That's a great idea. And KW is, all about the red and the KW Kool-Aid. And so it was a perfect fit. And then from there, I determined, okay, this is the brand and the name. And then we wanted to come up with a cool logo that's very recognizable, something, similar. I mean, I'm not saying that we're going to be ever any kind of Apple or whatnot, but like a logo that was just very universally recognized. Right. And I think we accomplished it. I'm super in love with our logo and the brand. Yeah. And so that's where it all came from, a wine bottle.
I won't lie. The logo and the branding that you had set up was definitely one of the things that drew me to join you, because it was just like, wow, she's got it together. She knows what's important. I'm not a marketing genius. I don't have a marketing degree necessarily. I feel like I've learned trial by fire, but it was just I don't know. It was just perfect.
It definitely sticks out. And I've had people just randomly, if I have something on Red Door, I've seen you, or we have a moving truck.
Yes.
A big, beautiful moving truck that we just had branded. And it's something that's great. We let our clients use the truck anytime if they buy or sell with us. So we, it's seen out and about in town, and people see the logo and they recognize it. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, in a short period of time, it's been
very short
a year, and I think we have some very solid brand recognition. So pretty kind of unheard of.
I mean, in a really awesome way. Yeah. So it's been over a year since you created it, and I guess what are your biggest challenges? What have you noticed is like, oh man, this was a huge roadblock I had to overcome?
Well, for sure, it was just the lack of leverage. I like to do everything. Right. I feel, and I know there's other people that can do things better than I can, of course. And you have to, hire to your weaknesses. Right. My biggest problem has always been that I've wanted to do everything, that the clients, wanted to work with me. Mm-hmm. And finally really realizing that that's not the case. If we have a team of agents that can service the clients, and they all have the same work ethic, right, and we have a standard that we set, mm-hmm, then they don't need to have me show them a house. And it took me some time to realize that. And once I understood what leverage was about and bringing you on, right, and just having, other people doing the things that I'm not great at was really kind of eye-opening for me. I mean, that was myself was the biggest roadblock.
I have to commend you, because I know, speaking as a personal, I don't like the word control freak, but I like to control my surroundings as much as I can. Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, I'm micromanage myself. That's what I am.
Yeah, but to recognize that in yourself and know that these are things I need to succeed, mm-hmm, and stepping over yourself, mm-hmm, that's huge. I don't know many people that have that self-awareness or I guess the gumption to even attempt it. So kudos. And I don't just say that because we work together. I say that honestly.
A lot to do with, I think the success that we've had in the short period of time also has to do with the Keller Williams. And the brokerage that we're with at KW Livingston here in Brighton. They are the ones that taught me, about leverage and how to use leverage. And, I was at another brokerage before, and the tools are just different. They're different. And the tools that we have at KW are the tools that have helped me to get over some of my own shortcomings.
Yeah. And I can't say, and if I was at a different Keller Williams, everybody is awesome and everything, but just the culture that we have where we are is pretty incredible. I want to go back to this word that you've been using, leverage. Mm-hmm. What do you mean by that?
Just, that we can accomplish more together, right? Yep. Is really what it's about. Is that if the team has the right players and everybody's in the right seat on the bus, where we can go on that bus is there's no limit, right?
Right.
So, it's kind of like our magic bus.
Yeah.
It's our magic bus. It's our magic bus.
Yeah.
But it's true. It's that you align yourself with the right people.
Yep.
And you're going to fail forward a lot in the process of finding the right people. And we've done really well so far. And I know that there's going to be some failures before we have more success. But the word leverage is very much something that we talk about at KW,
right?
And how we have different systems and models that can help an agent that wants to grow a team and what that looks like. And basically, they've written the book on how to do that. And that's all I've done is plug into the models that models that they've provided. And then what I needed to do is just make sure I had the right people on the bus.
Right.
And make sure they're in the right seat on the bus. That's the other thing. So
it's not always easy.
No.
And there's this notion, my husband will be playing video games because, I'm a grown woman that does that. And there'll be a tool. There'll be something there, and he won't use it. Like, why would you not use every tool that you are given or have access to
Such
leverage?
Great analogy.
Right? And I'm like, he's like, oh, I'm like, what do you think it's a sign of weakness to use the tools that you're giving? You're killing me right now, bro.
That's a great analogy.
I think it's like an industry. I mean, it's kind of everywhere. And I think it blends over gender. I don't even think it's like a gender specific thing. I think it's just, if I use help, then that means I'm weak. I can't do it myself. I'm like,
if I ask for directions, how to get to the, I'm just going to keep on driving. I'm not going to ask for directions.
No, why would you ever save time and do that?
Now I do ask for directions. I ask for help.
It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of intelligence.
I like that.
Seriously, because if you're like, hey, look at all these awesome tools, like Dominic Comer, he'll be on the show at some point. Our operating principal, he's always talking about the tools and the leverage and how do you get successful? It's by utilizing them.
Using the tools. Yep, that's for sure.
Well, so the challenge is, okay, fine, but what's been the coolest thing? Like, the most rewarding is the interviewer term that I'll use.
I think it's just seeing my vision starting to come to fruition.
Right.
And I had thought about this for a long time without taking action.
Right.
And I was doing some real estate coaching through the coach that I was working with. He realized that I needed to make the move, to take the step. And the most rewarding thing of the whole thing is that, that I took the leap, because I think a lot of people don't do that. They have this vision and they don't do anything about it. And, it's just been so rewarding seeing kind of our, little baby,
grow up,
doing some pretty good things and
darn good things.
So, serving a lot of clients and making a lot of friends along the way. We've made great friends. So there's so many rewarding things. I would have to say that real estate, the industry, being in real estate, being an agent, being a realtor is really, truly the most rewarding career that I've ever had.
I can absolutely
on a daily basis. It's different every day, and I'm constantly rewarded. I just in so many ways. So.
Right. It's not all roses. There's a lot of challenges. I just have to reiterate that.
Couple thorns along the way.
Couple thorns. But flipping awesome.
I was thinking a couple other questions for you. And when we talked about your position, and how you're the perfect fit for the position. What do you see for Red Door in 2021? So 2020, oddly enough, and it was our first year. We start a business in the middle of a global pandemic. Right. Crazy.
Right.
Turns out that it was my best year as an agent in real estate. Right. So I see amazing things coming in 2020. What do you think for the team?
Well, I started with you in December, and it was December 8th, right after my birthday. And we have, every other week, we have a Keller Williams sales meeting. And I whispered to you at the meeting, I said, don't worry, we'll be number one.
I remember that.
You're like, heck yeah. Of course we will. And then I'm very proud to say that in February, Red Door Realty Group took number one.
Hit number one.
No big deal.
Yeah.
So we added a team member that month, and she had quite a bit of success. Actually, we'll be talking with her here in a little while. So I see nothing but huge, big things. You joke, well, Apple, but why not though? Why couldn't we be the Apple of real estate in 10 years? Why could this not become global?
How crazy is that? We're going to look back. This is the first episode, right? Behind the Red Door.
Behind the Red Door.
Episode 1. You never know.
It's a statement. No,
you never know.
So you got to believe it to have the to be able to bring it to real life. So we've already had great success, and success isn't just money. It's not just units sold. It's not just all these parameters that we. Obviously the metrics are important but I think our success is more in the fact that we have a ton of super chuffed clients. So it's a joke. I'm going to explain it real quick because it's going to happen a lot.
Our team is very we get
very chuffed. If you Google it, be careful, but it's a British term for being pleasantly pleased, happy, just chuffed. You're just chuffed. It's not a negative thing. So you'll hear me say it. It's just what I do. A lot of British TV. If you watch, like Greatest Breaking Show and all those.
Good humor.
It's all good humor. But it's not just about, it's about the happy clients. It's about the people that, you're for a moment in time, they open their arms and you are a part of their family. And you are making differences in their life. And I joke, but I don't, that I had several groups of clients at my wedding because it's like a family thing. And you get to know these people on such a personal level. And, I'm just going to be the one that makes a statement that, like, thank you, right?
Yeah, we're lucky.
We're very, very lucky. We are very blessed, whatever, colloquialism you want to use. But so it's not, the numbers, whatever. Yeah, we're number one. Well, yeah, then you're number 10 and you're still awesome. So I guess I just wanted to reiterate that, make that known.
In addition to our clients, too, I think the satisfaction of everybody that is on our team and everybody that we work with, and how lucky we are to all have each other, in each other's lives. I mean,
absolutely,
it's a really it's been a really great thing.
I feel it's rare. Right? Like, I feel like it's really rare. I've done a million things. Like, I'll talk to somebody and they're like, did you just say you were a medical assistant in urology? How are you selling real estate? And I'm like, yeah, but I got a degree in criminal justice. Oh, okay. Well, so in all these things and in my bebopping around and the time that I've been on this big blue ball that spins in the middle of the universe, is that it's so rare to find people that you truly connect with.
For sure.
Not just like, we're friends at work and then we stop working together and we never talk. It's like super connected.
So our whole team. The whole team. Yeah, the whole team and the people at our brokerage too. We're just we are very lucky.
Sun is shining.
The sun is shining.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep.
So here's what I want for you, because I know what my goals are.
Okay.
Like, I'm very goal driven. I'm the integrator. I'm like, let's execute.
Yeah.
Truthfully and unabashedly, in 5 years, where do you see yourself? I know we've talked about some plans, maybe down south, stuff like that.
So the 5-year thing is funny because I don't know if it was. I think it's a Gary Keller thing.
Probably.
I think so. That you can be anything you want to be in 5 years.
Right.
Anything. I mean, your life can be completely drastically changed in a period of 5 years. And I had a particular goal in mind for the team, based on, revenue, essentially, right? And we talked about that goal happening, in my mind, in 3 years. And of course, you say 2 years. So if we were to hit that goal at 2 years, 5 years is crazy. I mean, I can't even imagine what that 5-year mark looks like. I would love to see, Red Door just expand in so many different ways, and maybe expansion in northern Michigan, maybe expansion down somewhere sunny. I mean, in real estate, we can work anywhere, right? So that's it's mind blowing to see where we could be in 5 years. I know in my mind, I want to see all of us still together in 5 years, and everybody's celebrating the success that I think we're hoping to achieve in 5 years. So it's going to be pretty crazy.
Real quick, I keep talking about this team. I wanted to give just a quick shout out. Over the course of time, we will have all of our team members join us on this awesome podcast. But I'm just going to name them out. We've got Lisa Armour. She's our new construction specialist. She's been doing new construction for over 20 years. We have Dean Tangle.
One thing to mention about Lisa, just because these numbers were in my head.
I love her so
Lisa,
much.
since starting with us, comes with a lot of experience. We're working with a builder, doing new construction condos, and we have a site in Heartland, and then we're helping out in a site in Canton. And Lisa has sold just shy of 50 units in 7 months, roughly. Which is pretty amazing.
It's incredible.
She's amazing, and the sky's going to be the limit for Lisa for sure.
Absolutely. We've got our local Brightonite, Dean Tangle, and
the mayor of Brighton,
the unofficial mayor of Brighton, and he brings a ton of high-level sales experience. He is he's the guy that's always going to be there for you. For sure. Like if I called Dean at 3 a.m, like something happened, it wouldn't be a question. He's just such a great guy. He's really, really smart. And, he's taken to real estate, but they're both newer to real estate. I know Dean was licensed for a while, but he's really been active over this last little bit. So.
And Dean is a lake guy, lives on the lake. So Dean does a lot of lake front properties and a lot of power sports, motorsports stuff.
Yeah, he's deeply entrenched in the power sports world locally and even more than locally. So I mean, just great people. We've got our next agent would be Garrett McCrate. He joined our team in February.
I think so.
Yeah, it was early to mid February, and just is awesome. He's a
4 year.
Yeah, he's been at Keller. Yep, he just celebrated his 4-year anniversary as a real estate agent, all with Keller Williams.
All at KW.
And so he's huge into the motorcycle community as well. He does the Freedom 14 is his crew, and he's got a beautiful little daughter. And he's just that. His slogan is, "I like to help happy people buy homes." Like how
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
he is the happy guy, though.
He's just happy. He's a happy dude.
Happy camper.
Angela Templeton. She is also on our team. Now, she was with you before.
Angela has a kind of a cool story. Angela and her husband, Angela was a client of mine, and they were doing some investment properties. So I helped them with some investment properties, helped her daughters purchase a home. And she just expressed some interest in getting into real estate. Her and her husband owned a business that they had recently sold, and she wanted to keep busy. She was used to being busy and wanted to keep busy. And so she came on board and hit the ground running, and she's just, I mean, you can't not love her. So anybody that she connects with, she has clients for life. So She's great.
I would definitely say, I'm not even feeling like I'm putting words in her mouth, but she's really, really has become to specialize in first-time home buyers.
Yeah.
I mean, because she is so knowledgeable and so personable, she just really is able to take, not just that she has the time, but that she takes the time to work with those who are learning the process. It is what is it? Pat Verrigood, the old, he was a NAR president for years, said that there's over 180 steps to one transaction. Yeah. So if you're buying it, or if you're selling and buying, we're that's a lot of stuff. So just being able to take that time and explain that, I think that's a little niche that she's really tapped into there.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
Cindy Yoakum.
Cindy Yoakum. You're gonna see a little bit of her in our next episode, but she joined the team again in like March.
Cindy's a super seasoned agent. She's been in real estate 18 years. She has tons of documented sales success, a huge book of clients that know, like, and trust her. She's the real deal.
She's a real deal.
We're excited to have everybody talk with her.
We're not going to pontificate as much about her just because we'll be meeting with her in our next episode. But so basically, all in all, we have a great team.
We have an awesome
team. Right? We hit everybody, right? Yep, 7. Yeah. And you've already heard enough about us, so we're not going to go into that again.
So that's the Red Door. That's the behind the Red Door Realty Group of today.
Yeah, right.
Right. And as this podcast goes on, we're excited to keep, sharing some insight, a little behind the door of what Red Door does, some of our business partners, and have you be on this journey with us as the Red Door grows.
Yeah, as we grow and we learn. And so kind of wrapping up, right? The crystal ball question. We talked about goals, but if I have a crystal ball and it's on the table and I'm one of these with it, right? I see 3 expansion teams in 5 years in 3 different states, potentially even more in Michigan, like having one up north. I think that just in the amount of time that we've been doing this, and I say we lightly because, again, I just joined Jen in December. This is her brainchild. This is her, the blood, sweat, tears, and time that have taken to put this together. It doesn't go unnoticed. It's incredible. So that's what I'm saying.
I love it. My husband Mark and I, we lived for a period of time up in Petoskey.
Yeah.
So that would be
that's what I'm saying.
Lovely place to see a Red Door. We'd like to have a little Red Door open up there, but I like it. I'm on board. So
cool.
Here we go.
Well, I think that's enough of us talking a lot. And I would say, too, make sure that you follow our podcast. We're going to be pushing this out on social media. We're going to be really looking for input as we grow and we continue. If there's topics or things that you're interested about, please contact us.
The best way to contact us
you can go to our website.
Go to our website, which is Red Door Realty, GRP, abbreviation for group, GeorgeRobertPaul.com.
Yep.
Throw a little Beatles in there.
Yeah, right.
And then you can call us, and that's as simple as 855-4-RED DOOR. If you are thinking of selling in this super ridiculously hot sellers market, we would love to work with you. And if you're looking to buy in the tough market, we have lots of strategies that we can help you navigate the market as crazy as it is. So that would be it. 855-4-RED DOOR.
Absolutely. Or comment on Facebook, whatever you like, because we want to talk real estate. I mean, it's what we do, but there's other stuff. And if you've got questions about specific real estate things, hit us up.
Yeah, vacant land.
There's so many things. Yeah. It's like ridiculous how many things there are. So, all right. So for now, I think we're good. Thanks for keeping it real with us. And we look forward to our next time visiting with you.
Excellent. Take care.